32 years ago, I wasn't even 8-year-old when I first sat in that chair, in that particular chair, which covered with luxurious red velvet. I didn't have chance to sit in frequently, but every time I did, I felt something. It was a feeling, but I cannot forget to this very day. It was a desire which has grown over the years. I admired my father. He had over 3,000 people look up to him. He had an extraordinary big office with big windows and an amazing view. The office, covered with green wallpaper, with the golden patterns. There was a big mirror with gold frame hanging on the wall. There was a big table with seats. And there was the chair, that particular chair. Every time when I sit there, I desperately wanted to become a leader. So I started begin my life on the planned direction. And I felt it with every sense of my body. But what the big deal with the chairs anyway? It's just a piece of furniture, and it's a true statement. But what the chair symbolized to me? As a child growing up, I saw my father, I witnessed my father hard work. I saw him, how he take the time, carefully review the matters, and make decisions. Sometimes I saw him, how he take a piece of paper, writing his arguments on his favor and his opposite, and then make a decision. And he could sit in the chair for hours and think and think and think. The chair taught me the art of the patience. There were some times when he was sitting in the chair, he leaned back and rested. His eyes were closed, and there was a peaceful look on his face. And each time when he awake, there was a big smile on his face, and I was sure that he was ready for the next task. The chair taught me the value of the rest. And there were times when I stepped into my father's office, he stand up, and he reached me with his open arms, and I never felt safer than he wrapped around me his two arms. I never forget the feeling of being safe. The chair taught me the security. Today, when I'm facing with a difficult decision, I list the pros and cons, and if it's possible, I take the time and sleep one more and make the final conclusion on the following days. Being the leader of my team in my company, I think back how fortunate I was, an 8-year-old, to experience with the chair. And when I have a difficult issue, I think about back for the chair. I'm grateful to the fate, to my parents, to my godparents, to giving me the opportunity to learn and giving me the background in my career. And I know without them, I could not be here where I am now. I try to walk in my father's footsteps, and I try to sit in my father's chair.